When I started my journey to Mombasa, I notified a friend of mine who we met in 2019 in Dubai at the Global Education Skills Forum, and that is Dr. Maina Wagioko. We met in Dubai when I had been selected amongst the 50 top teachers in the world by the Global Skills Forum. So when I alerted him I was coming to Mombasa, he said, please make sure you tap on me and I'll give you a beautiful tour of the Aga Khan Academy in Mombasa. We found the school having been to a culture week, and the last day they were celebrating humanity through language, where I was invited to give a keynote.
Hamujambo, bonsoir, muteba leko, a very good afternoon. It is a pleasure to be here, and quite exciting. Like Madam Fatuma noted, my name is Francis Bizoza, the African traveling teacher. It's exciting for me to see such a congregation this afternoon, because I know wherever the teachers are, they are patching their back to see you presenting and exhibiting what you have been acquiring over time.
Such a meaningful experience at Aga Khan, and explore the fascinating history of Fort Jesus, and realized that there is a lot that lies in our minds as Africans, but the biggest challenge is because of colonialism, we have overseen our indigenous knowledge. So as the topic arises lately, decolonization of education, I think me and you can play a very huge role in decolonizing our minds first, and then we can preach decolonizing education and bring back the African glory and leverage our indigenous knowledge and our indigenous historical background.
Peaceful. Now you see the clear view of the Indian. So this is the right position for the enemies. But now we can take a nice picture from there to collect the view of the Indian Ocean. Because all the enemies will come from the Indian Ocean using monsoon wind. Come from here, see the clear view. And here, you used to put the flag, Portuguese flag like a cross, but now Kenya flag.
So my time around Mombasa has been enriched by Dr. Maina, a friend of mine I met a couple of years ago, around 2019 in Dubai. And this time I met him in Mombasa, and he's taking me around. We just visited the Fort Jesus and took a tour, but there's something exciting that he mentioned, one that deprives us of our identity, our cultural heritage, and our pride. But lately, something is different. So I would like Doctor to comment about this, and we put this to it.
Yeah, so you can imagine that we could carve out our houses from a cave. You can imagine, if you see the architecture here, that we could build with rocks. So we are living in very good houses, which I rated, and then something happened. Through this exposure, colonialism and all that, we are pushed to those centers where they are putting other people. They are saying safety areas, but then they were made by mud houses. So we were pushed from civilization to mud. Then we become classes that who lives in a stone house is better than the one who lives in mud. But originally, we were living in stone houses. We knew how to make stone houses. Yes, yes. Yeah, so there was a gap which was introduced externally. I think we need to, when we are reviewing the curriculum, when we're improving the curriculum, we need to go back to indigenous knowledge. How are we making spears? How are we preparing food? Because where is obesity coming? Because of modern foods. We used to eat fresh food, green vegetable, fresh meat. So we need to go back to indigenous knowledge, so that whenever you're teaching science, whenever you're teaching maths, geometry, you bring indigenous knowledge. We have those historical ideas of how people used to work in harmony, in neighbor. People are exchanging goods for money. But now things has changed.
In other words, now the education system should be focusing on educating our children, our learners, how to live organically.
Yes,
Going
yes.
back to the traditional way of living,
Yes.
which made us.
And we should start from our history.